Welcome to We Are Live.
We're live indeed. Chris M. and Travis Farrell, joined in studio by actor, viral star, and Farmington native, Nicholas Freed. Good morning, Mr. Freed.
Good morning. Go
Welcome
Knights.
back, man.
We did it. We're here.
We did it. He took a train from Chicago. We've got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Lots to get to. Travis, you okay in your non-important seat?
I guess I will be fine.
You're kind of option
Sorry.
A3 at this point.
No, I see.
Hey, Gardner, can I get a close-up?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, what's up,
that's
y'all?
nice.
What's up, Mama Terrell? You know, what's going on? I'm saying you got
It's
them
pretty spot
thunder.
on.
Yeah, what's going on, huh? Yeah.
Spot on.
Hey, all right, cool.
Why are you looking like Gary Oldman from Fifth Element right now?
Well, I don't know what that means.
Like
What
your
happened to
hair,
him?
the bangs.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got the bang.
Oh,
thing
the
going on.
bangs?
Yeah.
Shave the
Yeah,
rest of
the
it.
mousse didn't do its job. I don't know. Need some pomade. It's a little long right now, so I'm really kind of trying to figure out: do I go with the full ponytail? Do I just let go for it? Right?
You're in between haircuts.
Guy
at
in
this
a
point?
yeah, kind of. Basically, yeah. I'm over here trying to like bully a barber into giving me a badass haircut without paying. Kind of where I'm at in life. So
Sure.
yeah.
Like
your
a
wave cap.
sponsor.
Like you took your wave cap off too early.
I think. Do you feel like this is the haircut you get when your parents make you get rid of your bowl
Yes.
cut?
Yes.
Like, is that what it was? Like 1997, they're like, you got to drop this bowl cut, mister. It is time to look like an adult. And then there's this. That's
Yeah.
the result. How would you like me to work on it? Let's see.
I think you should
do
get a bowl
it.
cut.
Do it. Ooh.
Is it weirder if I pull it back like that?
Yeah, it
no,
does,
I'm
like you're
slicked
like one of
back
those-
almost.
We'll find you like a little bobby pin that you can just like stick
Little
it off to
bobby.
the side. Just a
Okay.
little-
So why is Nick Freed here, you ask? We'll
Why
get
is
to
Nick
that
Freed
in a second.
here?
I do know that throughout the show we'll have things happen.
You're the best.
Chris Sear of Incolite Company, everybody.
Everything about this show I hate. I wish we could just set it all on fire and just walk away.
great.
Chris Sear, he records here in the mornings. He's a stand-up comedian who will be headlining Southtown Pub tonight.
It's amazing how idiots can attract other idiots.
What's
great.
wrong with us?
It only would have been better if you would have just like, ooh, hot, and then just like spit it back into the cup.
I would have preferred you spit it into your mouth.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Take that. Thanks for keeping it cold for me.
Nick, can you call the Onion? This this hilarity needs to be shared to more
Let's
people.
Make this happen.
On the show today, we've got Nick in studio. We'll have comedian Amber Clear in the second hour. Lots to get
Oh,
to.
AK in the building?
If you want to text us 314-669-1431. You want to try out the up close cam?
Not quite yet. Let me get this coffee.
You
in
get
me
the
first.
coffee in you. Okay.
Nobody wants to see that up
Okay.
close.
Coffee.
All right. Controlling the cameras. One Christopher Gardner. Good
Hold
morning,
on, let me
Guardsy.
turn on the garage light. Hold on. Hello, Raccoon. Are you out there? Raccoon. Oh, there he is.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Walnut.
Yeah! Walnuts!
You know,
This
I've
is
been
the
up.
show.
I've
This
been
is
up
the
since
show.
4:30.
This is it.
I've been up since 4:30. I've actually accomplished a few things. I chose to wear a T-shirt and jeans today to show how casual I am. Like, you know what? I can cut loose on a Thursday. It
Yeah.
doesn't bother me. We're
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. Why not? Right? Chose to wear a T-shirt, and it's all just going to hell.
Yeah, well, that's
I wish I would have worn a button down. I feel like.
You would have taken
been
it more
more-
seriously.
Yeah,
I wore
feel-
one.
No one's taking
you
me
did,
serious.
and you look great.
Huh? How about that? How about that? Like,
So why is Nick here? Nick is in town. He's got some business in town. He's an actor. If you guys are new to the show, cursive. Hello, look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Nick has sat in on the show, I don't know, 237 times at this
least.
point.
You're in town
He's
because you're
been-
touring with Bringing the Noise, Bringing the Funk.
Yeah,
if I
I'm
understand
the
correctly.
funk of the Bringing
you
the
are
Funk.
You're
Yeah.
you da funk.
Yeah, I'm da funk. I just sit in a chair on stage and just look around.
Do you clap on 1 and 3?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
you guys got it. Good work. Da noise.
The noise.
Travis's second cousin.
The noise.
Hey, Denoise. Do we need to break down?
No.
Denoise? Okay.
Nope.
Yesterday we talked to, who was it?
Maneuver.
Out on the playground. Travis is screaming at Maneuver. We'll do fair or foul later on in the show. We'll give $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill as your prize. Gardner, can you explain this fair or foul topic? People email us WAL,
Yes.
W-A-L, at weareliveradio.com. WAL.com with your submissions, and you can win.
I'm going to tell it to you, and then I have a video to assist in the topic.
Oh,
as well.
thank you.
Kind of explain what's going on here.
Y'all so fancy now.
Yeah, we kind of.
I leave for like 2 years. I guess that was the last time I was on, something like that.
This is pretty great, and the studio's, as we like to say, almost done. We're putting some aesthetic, beautiful touches,
Looks
some
great.
sound. Yeah, doesn't it?
This is great. You
Just,
got all
As
these
Chris
cameras,
would
these
say, we
lights.
have good stuff. Some good stuff.
I know, yeah. You guys are really.
Hey, what kind of board you have? It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Good stuff.
Don't know,
What
but it's good.
What kind of cameras are those? What do they do? Good stuff.
Got more good stuff coming.
That's
good
great.
stuff coming.
That's great.
Russian male slapping championship.
Oh, have you seen this, Freed?
I have not.
Russian
No, I saw it on Twitter this morning, and I was
male.
like, okay, what's this?
Slapping championship. Apparently the first one ever, the inaugural Russian male slapping championship
I
took
find that
place
hard
in
to believe.
Siberia. I've seen videos
gotta
before.
be
I have seen
more.
videos before.
This might be the first sanctioned event.
Okay,
The
sure.
first official championship.
Okay.
They might have created an organization specifically for this. I don't know.
Red Bull
I
is
don't-
absolutely
maybe
sponsoring
it's-
this in 6 months. There's no doubt
Monster.
about it.
Maybe
No
it's
doubt.
like-
Monster. It's not Red Bull.
Red Bull. We're do Class A for that.
And maybe it's like boxing where there's like 3 separate entities that are,
I
involved with
gotcha.
belts.
The Federation
I
of
don't know.
Slapping.
Yes.
Cool.
So I wanted to show you a video of the guy who won
Demon, check this out.
and
This
the
is
guy
kinda
who
crazy.
lost this
Oh, man.
inaugural event.
This is
So-
pretty intense, and leads me to believe that Russia is ready to kick our ass if we go to war with them. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
just intense.
Oh, no, nobody's storming any beaches for us anymore.
Just
Are
a
you serious?
Whole infantry of just Russian men
Yeah.
swinging their arms.
I don't even
It's
have
gonna
to
be a
spend
wrap.
money on artillery. It's just
No.
how it's going to go.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Okay, here you go.
So this thing at home, we got 2 guys who they were American who just left.
Ooh, good lot. And the guy. Oh, mercy of Lord.
We'll say 280 and 240 pounds.
Yeah.
knocked him out.
And they're
The
just
bearded
standing
guy looks like
still,
our friend Sean.
And the 2 guys just standing still across from each other, just whacking
Jarring.
each other's face.
Yeah.
And now the burly guy in the blue shirt. Night night. Yeah, but
That was more karate chop than it was slap.
the guy slapped the living soul out of that man's
Saw it. Saw
body.
it leave his
Saw it
body.
leave.
Holy Lord.
Yeah, that guy won.
He's wearing like a hoodie,
He's just wearing a hoodie.
like dirty jeans.
Yep.
The other guy has like a jersey on.
Yeah, wouldn't you play it up, get a sponsorship or something?
That's what it looks like the other guy did.
Right? I would get a hand lotion as a sponsor. Be like,
Oh my.
I'll almost knock you out, but it'll be a soft touch.
Yeah, yeah. You won't get any cuts or anything.
Can you imagine getting slapped like that?
No. Just so
you have
hard-
to automatically divorce your wife, like you're as a courtesy to her to
Yeah.
not dishonor your wife.
Right.
If you're slapped like that, immediate divorce. Right.
Yeah, you have to go like into the mountains and train for like 2 years before you can come back and like show your face in public.
I agree.
That
Yeah.
was absurd.
Live
That
off
was
of
absurd.
roots.
They were still carrying him like down the steps
Yes.
off the like minutes and minutes afterwards. He was still just like
He slapped the CTE into him.
Mm-hmm.
He
goes-
rubbed it on his palm of his hand. He was like,
Yeah.
"Here come that CTE," and
Yeah.
then slapped the. Good mercy.
that should be that other guy's like fight name, like Igor CTE Stravinsky.
The Russians haven't figured out.
I got one.
We are
I got
not.
one.
We have no chance.
Clem, the dementia giver, Rustalov. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think that's
Now,
good.
is there a professional athlete that you think could absolutely dominate, an American athlete that would dominate that sport, that can go over there and defend our country? Who would that professional
are you
athlete
cheating?
be?
You picking a boxer?
You
'Cause
can
a
pick
boxer,
anybody. You
I
can
mean,
pick anyone. But got to be an American-born
I don't know
professional
though, 'cause
athlete.
that's a different motion than
Yeah.
the
If
boxing.
you just if you just
I've been I've been taking classes at this
this?
Thank
boxing workout gym.
Oh,
so
really?
like I know the secrets of the
Yoga
sweet
boxing.
science.
I've heard about that.
so we know Nick from Consequence
I
of
heart kickboxing.com.
Consequence of Sound, The Onion, and Chicago Jazzercise, right?
Yeah,
Boxercise.
King
excuse
of
me.
Chicago boxercise.
And,
Yes.
and let me interject here just so you can give this gentleman his due. Who
Okay.
won? His name is Vasily Kamatsky.
Okay.
And he won 30,000 rubles,
What is that?
$2.
$466
Okay.
for his effort.
Wow.
That
He's
should
a-
cover half a night of vodka, right? For these guys.
Yeah. So that's like, this is the inaugural, like, Russian national championship of face slapping?
Man slapping.
Man slapping?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
that's my understanding.
Now, would a lady be
Yeah, is
able
there-
to enter this?
Is there a ladies division?
Like, is there? I mean, this is a progressive world.
It's Russia. I don't think they're doing divisions. I think Russians
Open
are like,
division.
It's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if
Vladimir
you're-
is not about that. No,
Yeah.
he's about that. Everyone gets
If
in.
you're a woman that
Eventually-
makes it there, good for you.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Eventually, this progresses to
strong.
where the Russians are slapping bears, and that does not end well for them.
Oh, man. I bet that guy could take down a bear.
It's a very strong possibility that he could.
He would have to
Travis, no.
slap it, kind of knock it out, and then run away. And they'd have to put that bear right into a cage because that bear's going to wake up
Yes.
not happy.
If you got that lucky,
If it didn't just immediately eat you
Yes.
as soon as you walked up to the podium.
then you're gonna want to run.
Do they have to? Do you think that they have to go against? Like, because the table that they were like holding on to looks like it was sloped to a way. So like, if they're right-handed, do they then just like switch sides? Because that other guy was swinging left-handed
Right.
while the other guy was going right-handed.
I don't know this. I don't know all the details on. I
Come on, Garden. I'm gonna do so
Yeah.
much research on
Call
this
yourself a
during the
producer.
break.
figure out what federation
I'm gonna
this
become the
might be.
biggest slap fight fan. I would say
Let's
somebody.
start a website.
Yeah.
Who do you?
I would say somebody like that football. He doesn't play for Detroit anymore.
Dominican Sue.
Yes. Yeah.
Ndamukong Suh is a great
I feel like that
choice.
guy's
Yeah.
mean enough to where he would be a good slap fighter.
He would be, that would be so demoralizing, too, because you're like, ow, I'm going to do nothing, man. Can I get you a coffee?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Did you
'Cause-
slap Chris Sear before he brought that coffee in? Is
Yeah.
that what that was?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I'm going former St. Louis Ram, current Los Angeles Ram, Aaron Donald. Have you ever seen his
Seen
hands?
him with
I
his
have
shirt
not,
off?
no.
If you see his hands, it is the most.
Devastating.
It is. He has serious human bare hands, and they
That's
are
terrifying.
incredibly scary.
Where you
So
shake
I'm-
his hand and it's just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like he just balls up your entire hand. It's like, hey man, good to meet you. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
like you see those pictures of Andre the Giant when he's
Yes.
like holding beer cans and stuff, and
Oh
it's just
my god.
this little kitty hand,
I would have the woman from Seinfeld that Jerry took on the date.
man hands.
Yeah, she cracked the lobsters with her bare hands.
Hey, you've got something on your face. Let me get that.
I think that's a move. That or
Professional athlete, kiddo.
professional athlete. Okay. I'm going to go with retired Ram Orlando Pace.
That'd be good.
That would be good.
You know who
you gotta
also
stick
might-
with linemen. That's a smart play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think too that maybe
Like a
like
shotgun.
major
popping
league
out.
pitchers probably would be good at
Ooh,
it.
Chris Sale would be a great one because of his weird
he's
like
got-
delivery.
And he's got that reach.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he can really bring it back down from the concrete and slap.
Now
you.
what
That would
about
work?
what about now he's retired, but the famous submariner Brad Klontz, he was a reliever for the Braves and Red Sox. He threw submarine. What if he's coming up from the bottom? Would that hurt more? Would there be more jaw impact?
Yeah, what's the
What happened to the submarine
trajectory?
reliever? Gardner, your thoughts?
I have none.
Succinct. I like it.
I do. You got to think like because you could go a few ways. Because we obviously think big, who's got the big paws, strong, but you can have a more tightly wound. Like if Floyd Mayweather's hands weren't made of glass, he'd be great at it, and you
Technique.
wouldn't even see it coming.
Yeah, it'd be power versus technique. Mm-hmm. Be
Now-
like Orlando Pace versus Randy Johnson.
Right.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Randy Johnson. That's an
Right?
ugly guy.
He's got that reach too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Reach.
ugly, so he's not going to care.
And
how
you don't
hard he
even
gets
know
slapped.
you don't even know he's in. You're like, oh, who's that guy standing at the entrance? Takes one.
And how do you knock a guy out with a 2-inch chin, too?
Exactly.
Right.
Less
Got no,
No chin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
small-headed people, I think, would be very.
It could be difficult.
Dan in the
Could be.
Facebook comments selects John Jones or Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, that
Ooh,
would be a
sweet
good one.
Jesus. Lesnar. I think if you told Lesnar if you can knock out one of these guys, 50 grand is on the line. I think he could send someone to the moon.
And will let you fight in a UFC
mentioned-
fight,
Yes.
even though
Oh,
you're 60 years old.
Yes. If that was on the line,
Yeah.
he would
Just
slap
like it
someone
doesn't
into
even
the-
need to be like a pay-per-view. Just like we'll let you fight and we'll have cameras there. He'll be like,
Okay,
okay.
bet. That's
You mentioned
fine.
the hands, Travis. It made me think This would be going back some years, though. But in his prime, I would then say Dan Deerdorf.
Dan Dierdorf, I've seen his hands.
Shaking his hand.
He would eat a
before.
steak in between slaps too.
It is
He's got to gear up.
massive. It, like,
He's got
swallowed my
a
hand.
paw on him.
Yeah.
Swallowed my hand.
Well, we keep coming back to linemen. Like it's something
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
linemen, man.
I'm
their
sure
hands
there's probably
are just
some
scary.
some
I remember-
basketball players too that have like the
Yeah.
big.
Shaq.
I remember when
would
Shaq
probably
took a
destroy you.
swing at Brad Miller.
Oh, my God.
And moved. He missed him completely. But you're like, oh, if that would have landed, Brad
would've
Miller's
killed
a
him.
300-pound, 7-foot man that would have been in the 7th row of the Coliseum, right?
Well, didn't
doubt.
Shaq slap Greg Ostertag?
It was Ostertag, and
Of course, you remember what happened to Greg Ostertag.
Way to stand up. Way to
KU.
stand on your feet, Greg.
Now, what about
Classic white Kansas big man, just like in the vein of Nick Collison and Eric Chenoweth,
Now, what about
Scott Pollard.
Oh, here we go.
Scott Pollard?
He's on one
Oh
now.
man. Now, what about
Where's his camera 3 rant?
Cole Aldridge.
I'm about to say.
Can we get a camera 3 rant for white
Do we
big men
want
from
one?
Kansas?
I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
I could just pop the graphic up, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Nick
it goes
do you
behind
fe-
me, so you don't like how that looks.
Oh, yeah, I don't. And then Nick,
Command.
are you able? Do you think you'll get fired up enough in this first hour that you would have a camera 3 rant?
I think if I
Maybe if
allow myself to get really into this Amtrak train ride that I took yesterday,
Oh, we
got to
hear about this. Yeah. So Nick came down from Chicago, took a train. Travis. The trains here don't go past 270. It's a highway. It acts as a wall, as a barrier. The president's been here to study it many times.
Yeah.
He's like, where do you keep your non-whites? So what happened whenever you came down yesterday? I saw. I was in character as your president, Travis. Thank you.
Your
Don't
president.
clip
Your
that.
president. As your president.
Don't clip
You
that.
voted for
You
him.
voted for him, so he is yours now.
And believe it or not, coyotes.
Okay, relax.
They're scary. They act as a group. They speak.
He doesn't like things that move in groups, especially
He does not.
animals of color.
NFL players.
Coyotes that pull their pants up.
Coyotes.
Yeah.
Enrique?
Hello.
Yeah. So, listen, I have
It's
a
getting introspective. Did you learn this at acting school?
yeah. Let me
There
channel
you go.
this.
I see it now. I see it. I see it.
So I'm a fan of train travel. Amtrak.
Nice.
Let me guess. Mark Twain's your hero.
I'm on your side. However,
Actor, viral video star. Nice pull. There you go.
That's a nice little Chiron. So I'll start by saying that I've taken Amtrak to St. Louis and back multiple times. I've even ridden it from Denver to Chicago. It's an 18-hour ride.
Great mercy.
The last 2 hours of which the power went out, so we had no AC. So
I stole so many wallets.
However, this trip, so apparently Amtrak, the trains that they run on, or the tracks that they run on, are owned by freight train companies. So freight trains get first choice, first pass, basically.
right.
So there's a lot of like sitting and waiting for freight trains to go by before you can keep going and things like that.
What
so
do freight trains have on them besides 23-year-old runaways?
there was
What are we moving by train these days?
there was a little while there where I definitely
Fair question.
What
Fair
do we-
question.
yeah.
Who rides trains besides heroin users?
Yeah, right.
Like, what's going
There
on?
was a
here?
little while there where I contemplated riding the rails to like write a book about like
told
riding the rails.
He's a
across
Mark
the
Twain guy.
country.
I told
Yeah, yeah. But then the more I read about it, the more I was like, oh, it's kind of super dangerous to do that. So maybe
They
maybe
need
not.
to know if you're on there.
Yeah. And you can't just like jump off anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to fight for supremacy with all the rest of the heroin addicts that are on the train car with
That's
you.
my bunk.
Yeah. If you have to, whatever you're doing on that train, you have to be able to argue about Gigi Allen's greatest performances.
Yeah,
with
and
those
if the-
kids.
and if the
that's a
earth is
deep
flat.
cut. That's a deep cut
That's
for you,
too
Travis.
deep for
But
me. That is too
You don't know
deep.
Gigi Allen?
I will pass.
There is a great
don't
documentary.
be sure to
Oh,
Google
here we
image
go.
search.
Yeah. He'll be right up your alley. So, all that being said, we leave Chicago. The train leaves at 1:45. We're supposed to get to St. Louis at 7, 20, something like that. Get on the train. Everything's fine. Seat next to me. A guy comes and sits down. Just some dude, bro. And like halfway through the train ride, he's like, I'm gonna go, so just don't let anybody sit here. And I was like, great, perfect. I'm gonna be able to nap.
What
I'm
if
gonna
somebody
sprawl
like
out.
what if somebody took it and he comes back? Like, are you then responsible?
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
He's a Russian slapping champ.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're absolutely responsible.
Yeah, exactly. So everything was fine. We get outside Joliet, which is about an hour or so into the train trip, and then we stop. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. We're going to stop for a little bit, let a train go by, no big deal. We're waiting. The guy comes over the intercom. Sorry, I got some bad news. There's a freight train ahead of us that had a malfunction. We got to wait for it to get out of the way. I don't know how long it's going to take, but just sit back, relax. We'll get going. Hour later, he comes back on. Just got word from the dispatcher. It's going to be probably an hour and a half before we can even get moving because of the train and the blah, blah, blah.
So after an hour of waiting, you're looking at another 90 minutes.
Yeah, which then turned into 3 full hours.
Holy Moses.
So at this point, it's like 6:30, I want to say.
How angry,
I saw
hungry,
some-
sober are you at this moment?
Yeah, side of the tracks photos. You're out in the wilderness.
So we were waiting long enough to where the stewards,
Sure.
I have no idea who they are. They opened the doors to the train to let people get out to have a smoke if they wanted one.
Okay.
And then they just left them open. So for like an hour or so, the doors are open and people are just like hanging out by the side of the
What
tracks.
2019 shit is this?
Yeah, in the middle of just like expansive, like post
Southern Illinois.
Right.
nothingness. And then so we finally get moving. It's like 6:30 at this point. We're already 3 or 4 hours behind schedule. We're going, everything's fine, and then we stop again for like probably 45 minutes to let
Shut up.
another Amtrak train, multiple freight trains go by before we then go. So the trip that was supposed to take usually 5.5 hours on a good day, which is like really zooming, really going for it. It took us almost 11.
Sweet mercy.
Yeah. So I left. I
Sounds romantic.
see, that's the thing.
The romanticism.
Were
of
you
the
drinking or
rail.
anything?
I had. I didn't have anything to drink, but I was relaxed.
Got it.
So, we got to get off side of the tracks for the smoke break. I utilized it.
Good for you.
Smart man.
If I'm going to be sitting here on this train for 3 hours. So it was, I got to Union Station in Chicago at about 1:15, and then I got into Union Station in St. Louis at like 5 after midnight.
And now you're on a podcast.
And now I'm here.
Good morning.
I'm here.
Morning.
Now comedian Chris Sear delivers you coffee to start the show.
Hey, you know what? It's a good way to start the day. I got 6-ish hours of sleep. I'm good to go.
That'll work.
It's great.
That's like
At least I
Travis's first start of the night. He gets 18 hours of sleep.
Do you really? That's so. I'm jealous.
I'm telling you, man. I'm
If
useless
you-
if I don't get 14 hours. I'm useless. I can't
If
do
you
that.
have like an uninterrupted, like a Friday night into a Saturday kind of sleep.
I'm
Ooh,
listening.
boy. Ooh,
I'm listening.
doctor, I'm getting excited.
If you go to bed at say you go to bed at midnight,
Right.
what is like on average, what time would you get up? Is it like after 10 a.m. or before 10 a.m.?
It's very likely that my body's going to wake me up before 10 a.m. My body's not going to let me
Got a
sleep
wee
past 10. No, it's just like as much as I hate getting up that early, my body's now programmed to.
Your body's like, get up. Instagram's not going to check itself.
Very true. Like, how are you going to look at Twitter? If
Are you
don't
going to
wake
look
up
at those booty girls on Instagram?
Thank you. You saw that open. You know how this works. So, I think I can. I would not go past. I wouldn't be able to go past 10.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can easily pull like a 9 to 10 hour sleep night.
Yes.
Man, I haven't.
Yes.
I don't know the last time I've slept longer than like 8 hours.
If I hit 8 hours,
Eight
we're
and a half.
talking, I'm singing like, oh, it's wild.
Yeah, I lay down to go to bed on like a weeknight. I'll go to sleep at like 11:15, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be terrible because then my alarm goes off at like 7.
Yep.
Even if I go to bed at 10:15, I'll then be up at like 6.
Exactly.
Out like a dart hit me before 10 last night, probably like 9:30, something like that. Up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
My girlfriend and I are always like, man, it's 9:30. You want to just go to bed? I'm like, yeah, I do, but I also don't want to be up at like 5 a.m.
Right.
because then my
I'm gonna
whole
force
day.
watch this Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We are responsible adults who don't have anything on our faces, but we do have a melee involving the human face and its figure. Gardner, is this inspired by something like a thought Travis has had, or what's going on?
I believe it's something that Travis did have. I thought
we
Travis
talking about
did have.
SoundCloud rappers?
Or at least something he saw.
Yes. So the melee.
Which is
was
worse,
inspired.
A, face tattoo, B, fake face tattoo. On Twitter, at We Are Live Radio.
So I went to a rap concert last night.
You really did? I thought you were just being funny.
I went to the Duck Room.
Okay.
Saw a rap concert. A young gentleman by the name of Doobie. Anyone? Okay.
No,
I just go,
I
good,
haven't.
cool. I don't feel weird.
Local St. Louis guy?
No.
Dubes?
Okay.
I think he's from Ohio.
Dubes.
Sure.
Doobie.
To be
Dubes is
fair,
what he goes by for short.
He goes by Dubes. I think you're lying.
Gardner knows him.
I feel
They're
like you're
friends.
making this up right now.
Oh, Dubes? Yeah.
From Akron?
Is he really?
Dubes. From Akron.
Is that a thing? Are you lying?
Does it
Why
look
do you
like
lie?
He's got that Google box in front of him.
He probably does. Damn you, Gardner. Nevertheless.
No, I just made all that up. I
he
don't
grew
know.
up.
what it
He grew
sounds
up
good.
working.
Akron.
He grew up working at Callahan Auto Parts.
Yeah.
I got you. Got you.
Town almost lost their factory too.
Yeah, he saved him.
Now I'm actually going to see if he's from Akron. I'll get back to
I'm
you.
not. I think he's from Ohio. Nevertheless, I went to this show, and it was a mix of West County and Festus.
Nice.
Very odd
Okay,
crowd. So
sure.
it was a rap concert and not any black people present, which was fine.
Which are like
because that
most
made for
rap
a more.
concerts.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you're right. It's actually very true. Doesn't matter who the rapper is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be predominantly white.
Sure.
And so I showed up, and I was just looking forward to the people watching, and there was this gentleman. He was very excited for the artist. And I quickly noticed, oh, man, that's a face tattoo. It's like, well, that makes sense because it's 2019 and everyone who doesn't love their
How
parents
old? What
get
race?
face tattoos.
How old? What race? And were they employed? If you had to bet.
Had to have been 20.
Sure.
White kid.
That checks
White.
it.
And then is he one of the Festus kids or the West County kids?
He's definitely the Festus kid.
Okay.
And it's very likely that he probably works the drive-thru at Hardee's.
He smelled like
On a-
ammonia a little bit.
Yeah, I
Do you
feel
smell
like
like those old ladies that make the biscuits on those commercials?
Probably not.
I didn't get a chance to smell him, but if I had to imagine, it would be like an old car battery. That would probably be what I suspect he smelled like.
Festus, that checks out.
Dubie
Yeah.
is from Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
Great.
And so as he continued to walk around the venue, I started to notice something that his tattoos were smearing. Oh my God. And I'm like, I am no tattoo expert. But
Sure.
they should not smear.
Mine don't smear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I immediately began to think, oh God, what is worse? A face tattoo or a fake one?
This is a good question.
Because
Yeah.
that means someone, first off, you had to think, man, I'm not willing to commit, but I want to look like an idiot.
Right. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you make this happen?
I wanna
So we
look
had
like
that
an idiot.
conversation with someone because he couldn't have done it himself.
Right.
So one of his homeboys, one of his neighbors was like,
Oh, one of
hey
his-
man, hey Troy.
Hang on.
You're Troy.
I'll be your neighbor.
There you go.
You be. Are you the guy getting the tattoo?
Yeah, I'll be the guy getting the tattoo.
Okay.
Hey man.
Now, what I do love is like these guys, presumably in my head, they think they're kind of hard asses or something, or like they do something like that. But then they're like, their mom walks into their room that they still live in, and they're 24 or whatever, and they go she walks in, and like these two guys that fashion themselves with like drug dealer apparel, basically, are like very carefully
Yeah.
putting it on the face.
Who,
So
like
I'm
in
like,
our day, would be wearing like T-shirts with like aliens on them.
yes,
Like alien
Yep.
heads.
Now
and
you're talking. Maybe Jinkos.
Definitely.
Okay,
Jinkos,
good,
100%.
good. Hey, dude, when you gonna have me put this thing on?
Hey
man?
Sean, you got permanent marker? You got any permanent marker?
Why
Hold
you
on, let me get
why
this-
you sound black?
Let me get this dip out my. Hold on, let me get this dip out my gums. Hey man, you playing some NBA 2K later, cuz?
So, dude, man, I'll tell you what. I don't know if it's gonna fit. It's gonna smear at the concert, dude.
Man, no, man, I ain't gonna sweat that hard. You got permanent marker, right?
Your black scent's got good, man.
Man, now you know I've been working on
And
it.
I ain't got a permanent, but I got these dry erase.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That worked.
I got stencil.
We doing Hatchet Man again? What kind of show is this?
Nah, I want a Christmas tree on my forehead.
Is that what it was?
It
Oh,
was
like presents. That's dope, dog.
I think it was like gang symbols, which was
Oh,
even
man.
more disturbing.
Sure,
Because I'm
sure.
like, ain't no gangs anymore. There aren't gangs. People
Right.
just kill each other to be
Just-
killing each other. They ain't
Yeah.
got time to get into groups,
right. There's
have
no
a meeting,
organization.
discuss
No.
uniforms and colors. People just
No.
like, hey, man, want to kill somebody? Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
why
let's
not?
do it.
That's how you do it in 2019.
Travis threw a gang sign up at a dude the other day, and he was like, "Huh?"
He was like, is he sign language?
Yeah.
Is the mayor giving a press conference?
So check out our Twitter account at We Are Life Radio. Real quick from the comments, we got some people giving us hard time for this. Some parents chiming in. Zach in Wisconsin. Wait till you have kids. You'll be excited to get 4 hours of sleep. He's upset. Black Sheep's upset because we're speaking that like 8 hours of sleep is possible. He has twin children,
Aw.
babies. Yeah.
So
Hey.
because he didn't pull
Yeah.
out, he's telling us that now I can't get my sleep
He's
anymore.
irresponsible.
Hey, you're the irresponsible one, sheep of blackness.
Having families, loving
Look,
things.
who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
That's why. Shoot, I tell you, if I had a child and they were crying while I'm trying to get my sleep in, guess what? You're gonna be crying.
I'll give you something to cry
Right,
about.
I would-
As my dad would
as your
say.
dad would say.
Yeah.
To you as a toddler.
Yeah. I'll give you something to cry about.
Dad, I can't speak. Why are you yelling at me like this?
Since you're getting to be older, let's say you have a kid by the time you're 37, 38.
Sure, that's possible.
At what, like, do you bully that kid until it's 11 or 12?
You on my time now. At this point in my life, you on my time. Like I get up.
I was gonna say, would you feel bad because at this point, like you may have a 13-year-old that could throw hands with your 60-year-old ass at that point, or you'd be 50 at that time. So by the time you're 60, they're 23. 23-year-old's gonna put a hurting on a
No, because
60-year-old man.
if he really gets lippy, I'm gonna early enroll him into Space Force. Like, you going to the military, pal? Space Force for you.
Yeah, not just any military. You're not going into the reserves.
Nope.
No.
Your ass going to space. Why did y'all vote for that dumbass president 25 years ago? I don't know, but now you're gonna pay the consequence.
With the supreme ruler.
Well,
Supreme ruler.
and you have to think too, because it would be Donald Trump Jr. that would be in the presidency.
That would absolutely help.
that would
It
be
would be Barron Trump.
so-
Barron Trump leading the Libertarian
Man,
Party
I can't
to
wait-
glory.
I can't wait until Barron is like, I don't know, in his 20s, and he's just like making the talk show circuit, just being like, "I'm sorry."
You think
I'm
that's what it goes?
sorry.
Isn't that basically
Talking to
how it's
Dr.
gonna
Phil's
go?
son.
Yeah, just like apology tour. Just Barron. Barron will probably have some face tattoos.
Barron is. I'm looking forward to seeing Barron on the AAU circuit. Barron's like 6'4". He just turned 13, I think, a couple of days ago. The kid's like good 6 feet. He's got his mother's
He's
height.
only a little bit shorter than Donald is.
Yeah,
and
he's
Donald's like
and
6'3",
yeah, Donald's 6'3", so I think
And
he's very tall kid.
210 with 3% body fat, right? Isn't that-
Easily, yeah, he could
Yeah,
easily
yeah.
take.
That
on
was my
John-
favorite thing.
John Bones Jones right now in the UFC.
249,
He
I
could
think is
absolutely-
what it was.
That was my favorite thing because I really just don't speak up because I don't like to get involved and just in the screaming and everything. But like, I really put my foot down. I was like,
You were
I'm
really
sorry.
upset.
You're talking about
Go
people
figure.
over 6'3" and what they weigh. That's kind of my department
Yes,
over
that
here.
is-
So
yes,
that's his department.
let me tell you something. Here's what I look like at 6'3" and 240 pounds, bro. You're tipping 3.
Yeah.
You're pushing
Oh, yeah.
3. I know it. I see it, and and that's how it works.
My
But-
favorite was there was a somebody did a side-by-side comparison with him and man, I wish I could
It was a
remember who
professional athlete. I
Yeah,
believe.
it was like a football player or something that was like, this guy is 6'3", 249. This guy is not. Absolutely not.
Would you appreciate Barron Trump more if when he becomes tall and he eventually plays
Oh, of
small
course.
forward for Duke?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
absolutely. Now,
Is he going to stay like skinny like that though? He's just going to be like Manute Bol out there, just
I hope
all
so.
elbows and knees.
Now, Travis, you're kind of weird, and you pick on Jewish kids in
I'm
pickup
gonna
games in
hate
high
him
schools.
when he's drawing charges.
Yes. But you're gonna love him when he's the starting
That's
center.
an effing flop.
But
I don't know if he's
Barron
anything-
Trump's going to a school, he's going to KU.
If he's
Yeah.
if he's any,
He's going to
It'll be
KU. Oh, yes.
you guys don't know anything. If he's anything
Awkward,
like his,
skinny white kid.
New York, New Jersey, that's Duke territory.
if he's
possible.
anything like his father, he'll avoid charges all the way through.
Nice.
Nailed
Yeah.
Well
done.
Hey, we're done with this.
Yeah.
That was good, man. Let's go.
All right. I'll see you guys.
All right, see you later.
Nothing else to do this morning. I guess
We'll do the
come back.
show. We'll do the show.
We're good.
We'll do the
That
show.
was it. No, okay.
We'll do the show.
Uh-oh, where'd the buttons
boy.
go?
Okay.
For being honest, he'll probably go to school somewhere in Florida. Barron's riding that Mar-a-Lago until they shut it down. So
Opiate-
he'll go to
opiate
You gotta be
Gator
close to the federal
University.
prison so you can visit Pop.
Exactly. He'll
okay,
go to
now, since-
University of Florida.
I do have a question. Does every high school kid just dunk the hell out of balls now? I feel like more kids are. I see. Maybe it's because we have more video on it, right? Because you can see literal highlight reels of this stuff, right? There's nothing different in the water. Like just as many kids are dunking now as they were back then.
You're talking about a lot of guys over 6'8", 6'9", who are now being able to step out and shoot, and that's what they like. It's almost expected. You know, back in the day, you wanted that guy on the block. Now, you saw Bol, who's at the University of Oregon, who had to.
Well,
missed
he's not
this year because of
normal, and
energy.
he's an NBA.
Yeah, but he's 7'4".
In the St. Louis area, are more kids just dunking the hell out of balls than ever?
Oh yeah, because
you
these
think
kids
so?
are going to like these academies where they, you know, they work on their jumping, they work on specific skills that turn them into basketball freaks
Well, you see,
by
like
13, 14
Larry
years
Hughes
old.
retired and has a basketball academy here.
Right.
We got in Farmington, Missouri. We had the retired Globetrotters pop through once, but
Yeah,
maybe we got to go work out
But
with
he's
somebody
not-
who played at Mineral Area College.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah, you go to open gym and maybe like
Maybe Nick's older brother, who played varsity for 2 years, would show up and you'd be like, "Yeah, he was really good, man. He showed me a thing or two."
Yeah, exactly.
But you can even look at it in the sense of, I'm glad you brought up Larry Hughes. Look at Larry Hughes, and now look at players like Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum. It's not to knock Larry Hughes, but those guys went through specialized programs from the St. Louis area, grew up admiring Larry Hughes, and now they are
I feel a little
all-stars
attacked.
in the NBA.
I feel a little attacked. No mention of David Lee. No Tyler Hansbrough. Really?
But look at the, like, those were very talented guys when we were growing up, right? Very
Right,
talented, very
sure.
successful careers in the NBA. And then here comes Tatum and Beal. That just goes to show where these academies are that are taking these kids to the next level. And it's actually pretty fun to watch. I really would have loved to have seen guys like Hughes and Tatum's father and other big-time players that come out of this area if they had those kind of specialty camps and academies coming up. I think about that all the time.
I don't
wouldn't be on a
remember-
freaking podcast.
You think
right
about
now.
high school boys a lot?
Oh, boy.
I'm trying to
That was
think
all
of
just
like,
for that, to get me to
it
ask him
was.
that question. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the first person that I saw dunk on like the Farmington court when I was growing up. I feel
wasn't
like
Chris
it
Denman.
was
No, it wasn't that common. Like
it was
and we're a bad example when you just have like a crop of
There
like
is
top
that, too.
guys that top out. It would have been John Boyd.
probably
We are really going deep into Farmington history.
Yeah.
It would have been a 6'5" swing, and then whatever.
Yeah, John-
let's go.
But no, I
let's
feel-
back out of this
but still,
conversation.
like,
Let's talk about Chicago and acting. I gave him a definitive answer.
yeah. That's
Yep.
it. That guy.
Keenan Henson, he's an actor in Los Angeles. There,
Yeah,
we're bringing
there
it back
we
to
go.
entertainment.
Yeah, let's make that transition.
Real quick for I wanted to bring this image up for you guys. You were talking about comparisons a moment ago. There you go.
Look at that. That was Denman this morning.
Yeah. That's
Oh, that's
good.
that's how my hair looked.
That's how
yeah.
it looked.
It still
That's
looks a
Gary
little bit.
Oldman.
It looked good.
Fifth Element.
I need a haircut.
Oscar winner Gary Oldman,
Thank you.
Academy Award winner.
So do we? I don't know if we don't have any clips of
Winston Churchill.
Nick's viral video, do we? No. Okay. So I definitely suggest we've got some Farmington people in the comments being like, "Oh, hey, what was this guy?" That's so great. I love that. This is your show now. Cut him out. Just get the camera on me and free. Just go back to
Like, oh man, my Wi-Fi on in Farmington this morning. I get to see people I saw in high school
Dial-
on my computer box.
dial-ups hitting it hard.
I was on my Facebook. I was gonna update everybody about my Jesus status, and then I saw a guy I went to high school with.
Travis,
is so
welcome to
cool.
the Farmington Hour. We're
That
going to
is-
talk about all of our friends who are now.
Oh
Look,
man.
I get to clown Farmington every now and then because when I
You can
drove through your
clown it
downtown, a nice young gentleman.
favorite thing
on the
that's
back
ever
of his-
happened.
A nice young gentleman on the back of his pickup truck, just having a nice little stroll.
We
through
leave
the
we
neighborhood.
leave a formal meeting at a nice restaurant, and it's
very
just
nice,
pleasant,
very pleasant,
and
progressive,
everything's great.
and it was a delight. And we're driving through downtown Farmington, and A couple gentlemen in their pickup trucks just enjoying the fine afternoon with
Oh,
a
hey, look at that
Confederate flag.
lifted Dodge Ram.
Yep.
Yosemite Sam carrying old Rebel Glory with the guns
But
out.
the best part, like that's whatever. And but the best part is this 17-year-old driver of the truck locks eyes with Travis, and it's all of a sudden he didn't want to be part of the Confederacy anymore.
Hey, Sean, speed up.
I don't know, man. He looks kind of big, dude.
Black Lives Matter made it to Farmington. Speed up. We got to go.
Obama's troops are here.
Here we go. It's happening.
We got a live one.
We got to alert everyone.
Quick, get to the ammo cache.
Oh man, get to the bunker.
But hello, Farmington. Welcome. This is called Facebook. Oh.
I haven't been. No, they know what Facebook is. This is where they buy all their like
all right,
beauty
guys.
products
I got you guys.
and all of their.
I see. That ain't a trap rap album, pal.
Here we go.
So Nick has written
Roten?
for Consequence of Sound. Very, very. Now, what's a huge.
It is very
like that is
big now.
music news for everybody, right? They're
Yeah.
like, get out of here, Pitchfork.
Yeah, exactly.
Consequence of Sound. I love it, and it's so fun. Like 8 years ago, you started writing for them, something
More
like
than
that.
that. Probably like close to 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah, when we were still like
Just doing exposés on the Flaming Lips every other day.
yeah. It was all Flaming Lips and Sufjan Stevens. A lot of that.
Maybe Connor Oberst here and there.
Definitely
Right.
Connor Oberst. Yeah, 100%. I actually wrote a top 20 songs by Connor Oberst article. I absolutely wrote that.
All right, maybe I
and he-
didn't get all the way through it because I saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
Now you have a bit of an issue,
Well,
Gardner.
I didn't see First Day of My Life.
Correct. You didn't see First Day of Your Life.
I disagree with that.
You got to go deep.
Have
Listen,
it out,
That's
gentlemen.
gotta
listen,
be.
listen. Connor Oberst has been writing music since he was like 13
Yeah.
and releasing albums. First
Just
Day
so you
of My
know,
Life
don't
is.
use logic with me when arguing.
Good point, Freak.
So
It
you
doesn't
gotta,
work.
So here's the thing. So being pretentious music writers,
Yes.
usually the songs that are the most popular, we don't. I also wrote an article that was the top 20 songs by The Clash, and almost didn't include "Rockin' the Casbah" on it because it's just like, yeah, it's good, but it's popular, but it's not as good as a lot of their other stuff. Yeah.
So a popular song loses luster in terms of viewing it
Um,
from, I guess, a writer's perspective?
well,
Do
not
you think
necessarily.
do you think it probably achieves overhype maybe, and that's what?
It can be, yeah, because I feel like First Day of My Life, I feel like that one, of all of his songs, was like every like episode of like Dawson's Creek or whatever included at least. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
definitely.
Never seen
No,
it.
no,
Connor
don't
Oberst wrote
co-sign
that.
that. No, was it right, Chris?
I don't know. It's a test to see
I don't
if
know
you
if
were
it
into
was
it.
on, but it definitely is a song that would have been on a show like Chuck or something.
Yes, it's like they just realized that they love each other,
Yes.
and they're like they're like some bad thing just happened, and now they're like sitting by the ambulance, like helping each other.
Who's that artist? Who's that artist that?
I thought you were actually asking who is Connor Oberst.
No, I don't know who he is. I'll be
He
completely honest. Did
was
he-
the lead singer of Bright Eyes. He was the lead singer of Desperacidos.
Oh, okay.
Hispanic in nature.
Commander Venus, which was the band he was in when he was like 14.
Any of them perform
And
at Essence
also,
Festival?
They did the
BET
Freaknik
Awards,
twice.
Did they do?
Also the new.
They're at Orange Crush this year.
He's in a new band called the Oblivion Community Center or something.
Okay.
Billy Fat Pants is still in love with Joey Potter.
Oh yeah,
Is that a character?
Dawson's Creek.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, Joey Potter is
Katie Holmes.
yeah, Mrs. Tom Cruise.
Well, you know,
Mrs. Jamie Foxx.
We can't say
Jamie
that.
Foxx.
Don't be saying
You're
that.
right.
I'll be
Don't
taking
saying-
this,
I'm
Tom.
about to say, don't,
Yeah.
don't say this on Facebook, man. They will shut us down.
They're
Jamie
just
Foxx and
finding out.
Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes are not dating, according to We Are Live. We know nothing about their relationship. Tom
Okay.
Cruise put in stipulations into that separation that illustrated that
Really?
Katie Holmes cannot be publicly
With a man of color.
Correct.
Tom Cruise's lawyers found not a very minuscule law from 1927 in California that
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
That wasn't
Still on
Tom
the books.
Cruise's stipulations. That was the state of Missouri.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Yeah.
you can't, nah.
Yeah. So first day of my life, it didn't make the cut. There's a lot of
Wow.
there's a lot of
Now you're getting
pre-lifted tracks that are.
Gardner, you're getting
Deep cuts.
support. Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer says, when I first heard What We Are Live on 9:20 a.m., I heard, this is the first day of my life. Look at that. We were,
Spreading the
I guess, a
gospel.
seminal moment. All right.
We're spreading the lies. you know
Spreading
what
the
I mean?
gospel of.
Hey, do
I
we,
was blind until I met you.
Yep.
Nick, you don't live here. You live in Chicago, where transit. Ope is right.
Nope.
Transit is a little bit better.
Yes.
We've had the loop trolley happen down here.
Oh yeah, I hear it's a
And,
huge disaster.
It is.
What's going on with it now, Gardner? What's the deal? And by the way, trademark of Chris Denman of Midcoast Media, midcoast.media, if you'd like to see any of that. But the Ope trolley is what we shall call
Okay.
it from this.
If Michael
from henceforth.
Cohen was a mode of transportation, he would be the loop trolley. That is
Sad
what it
meerkat.
is. It is just like, oh man,
Think-
what have we done?
So I've heard that it like breaks down all the time.
Yep.
And that it's just like super slow.
And they're
Yep.
and they're super defensive on their social media. That's
Oh,
my
yes.
favorite part.
Oh, okay.
Because you know what? Projects are really tough, and especially when it involves city and transportation. If they would just kind of take it on the chin a little bit and be like, "Oh, our bad,"
Yeah.
So when-
it would be a lovable character.
Right.
It would be more. It would be more Kramer than Newman.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
But in this
Okay.
situation, like, so it's once you get past the delays, once you get past it breaking down, then you have to encounter people who cannot park. Therefore, they're an obstruction to the tracks. And so either there's an accident or the trolley must come to a complete stop, delaying traffic on the entire street.
So the track is not down the middle of the street. It's like off to the
no,
side.
no.
That would make too much sense.
No, it's
yeah,
it's in the
And
middle.
we didn't spring for the extra artificial intelligence on it. So.
Yeah,
It is in the middle. Some of
Well,
it is in
it
the
Some-
middle.
claims
Some
to
of
be.
it is.
some of it.
It doesn't have like a cow catcher on the front to just like toss the
No.
cars.
It's
off
like
the-
every
If you
Missouri
say one
poli-
more bad thing about the women in St. Louis, I am gonna have it out with you, Mister.
It's
Well done.
It's basically like every Missouri politician. They say they're down the middle, but they veer right all the damn time.
Think of it. If the Ope trolley was a basketball player, think Brian Scalabrine without the rings.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep cut for you NBA fans.
More charges.
Like, yeah, it's definitely
guy
Vlade
brought
Divac
charges.
being traded to the Hornets.
Yes.
Because the Hornets did not want to draft Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
how disastrous
Sure.
this trolley is.
Isn't
That-
it Vlade Divac who was so into the Olympics for his country that he quit smoking while he was in the Olympics?
Yes.
just
I mean,
for
that's
that
a big
period
deal
of
for a
time?
guy
That
from
is
Eastern
huge.
Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
love
is
that.
something to do.
That is-
'cause I couldn't do it.
That's why he's a hero in his
The
country.
trolley, this comes from Jacob Kern of the Business Journal. I
Okay.
found it at ksdk.com. Hampered by cold weather and a shortened schedule, the loop trolley is generating roughly 1/4 of the fare revenue officials previously estimated it would need.
1/4.
In 4 months of operation, the 2.2-mile streetcar system sold 4,259 tickets, generating fare revenue of $8,148.
Didn't sound very fair to me.
According to figures from the Loop Trolley Company. Loop Trolley Company's executive director, Kevin Barbo, said earlier this month that ridership has
There's a
been,
problem.
quote, certainly lower than we'd hoped for,
Did he go? Oh, sorry.
but the exact figures weren't disclosed then.
So how do
Barbo has declined to say how much the trolley needs from fares, which cost $2 for 2 hours and $5 for a day.
Now, this wasn't privately funded, right? Was this all privately funded? I know.
No, I mean, there's
the great Joe Edwards
public
put
money
in,
involved.
of course, some cash, but there was public money involved.
Yes,
so
most
do you
certainly.
know to the tune of
No, I don't recall.
It's under 3 miles of.
under 3 miles?
2.2
We're
miles.
talking. We're
It's
literally
like
talking.
you could walk the loop.
Yeah, it's like you're talking 8 city blocks, maybe. Maybe.
And where is it?
It's Delmar, man.
Of course
goes-
it is.
And
Of
it
course
like ends over by the Missouri History Museum.
The whole thing where they allowed people to sell mixtapes out of the back of it for 2 hours of the service a day, that's just not a good community plan.
It was.
Yeah, it is. They're supporting young entrepreneurs.
It is I don't know how to describe, but yeah, it makes sense because every time we've tried to go ride it, we've been trying to do a try view. for the trolley, and it's closed.
Got to get our boy Aaron in
every
on that.
damn time.
Okay.
And so I don't know why they would be surprised by the revenue figures because it's not open.
Sure.
At all. Like even when the weather was nice, like they delayed they opened for like 6 hours one day and like shut down for an entire week.
Nah, we good.
Y'all get that in there?
Yeah.
Y'all warm y'all legs up? All right, y'all good? Y'all good here? All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm
Let's
just saying, like,
remember-
it's the trolley. Like in the future months, you can ride it a lot, but we gonna let it rest.
It's a heating station
It's
at
a
this
heat-
point.
Let's
Yeah.
remember.
You want
its
to take a
first-
selfie with it?
Its first official
Cash.
day of
$5.
operation, there was a delay involved, and it could not go into the heart of the loop because of some clerical paperwork issues.
What?
The loop
And then
trolley
also-
could not go into the loop because of paperwork, despite being delayed by more than 3+
And
years.
then it got delayed even more. It got stopped. It could not move because there was a accident on Forest Park Parkway when it was over by the Missouri History Museum. And there was also shots fired during that accident, so it became a crime scene.
Yep.
So there's a picture of the loop trolley stopped as you see the crime scene tape. That was the first day of operation.
See, oh my Lord, there is a thing similar to that in Chicago that rides around in the Chicago loop, basically.
Except it's just a vagrant with a cardboard box.
yeah,
It's like, get on
just
the
a
trolley.
vagrant
All
with
aboard?
a shopping cart.
Yes. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, normally I would have pallets in this, but you guys could take
Surprisingly reliable service.
a ride. Yeah,
It's noted
yeah.
Chicago Cubs fan Ronnie Woo Woo.
yeah.
Oh, that's my rule right there. Look
But
at
that thing is like, it's free, and it basically takes you to like Navy Pier and like all of the tourist places
Okay.
down in the loop.
Okay,
and,
that
like,
makes sense.
That's what it does.
That makes
and
sense.
that feels like what this should be. Have it be like start it in like Del Mar, go through like Forest Park to like places like that, and then back.
And see, the idea was to showcase the amazing businesses along Del Mar. The St. Louis thing about it is that because of the delays in construction, it actually helped close more places
Real
on
quick,
Del Mar
I'm the
than actually
conductor.
showcase those amazing restaurants and places to shop. So it's the most St. Louis thing ever. You create
Yeah.
something to draw attention to the fine businesses. Instead, your dumbass construction project forces the closure of 3 to 4 very popular restaurants.
Hey, all aboard! You guys here for the loop trolley? What's going on? You guys look like you're out having fun.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
we're very excited. We're out of town. This should be good. Oh,
10 cash only.
okay, well,
Oh,
here's
sure.
what
10
is it, a
each.
couple bucks.
I got
10
what?
each. We have our featured side of the day. Would you like to know about it?
Oh, there's a side on a trolley.
Sight of the day.
Oh, what's,
we'll take
okay,
you.
what's the site?
Sure.
Well, it comes with a free poke and stick. We got
Okay.
2 dead bodies right around the corner.
Oh.
Jump on. Let's do it, guys.
Well, I just got my money exchanged, so here you go.
Got my money. Can I get $500, please?
Here's a half a drink can of Vess.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
take
an
this thing.
ATM, but it's just a guy sitting in there. Just yells,
You got give me your pen. What's your pen number? Just say numbers,
what
please.
you want back?
I got a
What you
$4
want
service
back?
charge. Just stares at you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, $4.
Hey,
That's
cuz you
fine.
want to check your balance while you're here? Help you with that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, loop trolley, great.
Yep, that's definitely good.
That's-
Are we doing Make It Races next hour, Gardner? Do we want to do it now? I wouldn't mind doing it now.
We can do it now. if
We
you'd
can do
like.
like a 2-minute drill.
This will be
Yeah.
good.
Of make it
could
racist.
do,
All right, that
make-
forces
We can
me
go
to-
a little whatever. All right. So, Nick, are you familiar with the segment? You're an actor. You're a performer. What we do is we toss out subjects to Mr. Terrell, who's very
Okay.
fair and balanced in his assessment of things.
Objective.
Sure. Objective is that's your middle name, basically,
Yep.
after Jeremetrius. The thought is we throw him things he could ever make racist, not in a million years.
Okay.
And he claims to have some ability to shine the light under the dirty mattress.
It's like
that
a
is-
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yes,
situation.
but with
It is.
racism.
Yeah.
So with Kevin Bacon.
Yes, with Kevin Bacon.
Absolutely. Friend of the show, Kevin Bacon. So careful,
Yeah.
guys.
He's
Yeah.
not a friend. That's not even.
His brother talked more than him. Mr. Gardner, we have a wonderful open that you've made, right?
It's time for Make It Racist.
I'm addressing the white elephant in the room. I'm breaking down the barriers of race by assimilation.
I wouldn't mind to have black neighbors.
That is racist as hell. It's raining
Not
little
true.
white women. My prayers have been answered.
Black women have the nicest asses.
That ain't the whitest thing a white man has ever whited in his life.
You do not have to say African American, just say black.
Oh, well, in that case, you know what word I miss? Colored.
Don't let the liberal media tell you how to think and feel. If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
I'm racist as hell.
That's deserved. Ooh, it's a hip hop beat.
Oh, okay.
Now,
We got a little sauce, a little drip drip. Little drip
Nick's over here
drip.
dancing with you. All I can do is just look at him and go, man, the show would be so much better with you two.
That's not entirely true.
That's my president of baseball
Chris
operations.
just cuckold himself on his own show.
Oh, no!
Hey man, you know
He's
what'd be
got
good?
black.
You should get in there on my wife. Yeah, yeah, you should. Yeah, like what?
You
Do
know
we have,
what?
can we just put black across?
Think about the views we would get.
Oh, man, that would be so
Ooh,
much
maybe
fun.
Kanye
that'll be
would
our
watch.
that'll be our move. We will
Pimping
start
you
later.
out. Pimping you out. Listeners,
that will be our new
sign your
tag.
wife up to nail him.
Yeah.
We throw out topics, and you know what? We like listener interaction, so we're going to start with the Facebook comments. Make it racist. Captain Marvel from Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer. No way, Travis. Not
Why
a
is there a
chance.
fine ass white woman that's got a fat ass not dating a black man in the movie?
Ooh.
I don't care
Really?
what galaxy
You
you're from.
you
I don't care
took
how
a
many
quick
powers
route
you
to
have.
that.
I tell you what, Captain Marvel, your ass is too fine not to be with a brother. You racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
But he's
Consider
hanging.
racist?
She's hanging out with
Sam
Nick
Jackson.
Fury, Sam Jackson.
Maybe
You
they're on
know,
the side.
You know Nick Fury.
She just can't tell her cosmic parents about it.
No. Yeah. Yeah. No. He can't come to Cosmic Dinner.
I don't know what's gotten into you today. I think
come
it's
to
free in
Marvel
studio,
dinner.
but so that is 2 for 2 from way downtown.
You like that?
That was good.
Okay,
That was
great.
well done.
Now, if it was a green Martian, I get it. This rapper or whatever it is.
Alien of color. I get it.
What does he do for a living?
But he's an
what is the
earthling.
Avengers Initiative? What is even that? Did he make that
Yeah.
up?
Is that a gang?
Is that
You aren't he the gang leader?
Man, Captain Marvel, you haven't been in Wakanda, have you?
she comes back from Wakanda with like the little beads
With the
and
white girl
everything.
braids.
The white
Yeah,
girl
exactly.
braids.
Like she just was on Jamaica on her spring
I was like,
break.
oh, I enjoyed Wakanda this time of year.
Yeah,
He
was
didn't.
really nice.
He didn't mean to, but a young man by the name of Derek is all I'll say. Who knows? Maybe he wants to stay anonymous.
Okay.
Said that Freed was a better singer than him in choir in high school. Nick Freed's choir experience in high school make it racist.
Well, Nick Freed, what better way to get into the black community than to pretend you're in a gospel choir? He just wanted to infiltrate, get into our meetings, find out what we're actually discussing in our
Going
black
to
churches.
the mountain.
This was like a reverse Black Klansman.
Okay.
We did.
Nick Freed, you racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
We did sing a lot in churches. None of them, however, were African American congregations.
What were the songs? I'm curious. What were the songs? Do you recall any of the songs?
Amazing
Did any of them
Grace.
have any like soul in it or any? beats
They
to it?
our choir director definitely tried to get us to have a little soul. I think there was.
Little sister
I
act.
think there
action
was
in
a
there?
lot of like.
Oh, there's a lot.
As she was
Do that
conducting.
again. That is exactly.
Can we get a close-up? Can we get a close-up?
Yes, that is
Just like-
exactly it. Yeah, there you go,
there you
Free.
go.
Here you go. That's
There's
the
a new
gospel.
gif.
There it is. Yes, that is it. That is.
Yeah.
Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah,
that is
that's it.
brilliant.
that's it. That was 4 years of my high school career.
Hang on. Let me be.
Oh wait, there was one song that a mutual friend of ours, Zach Beery, and some other friends of ours sang for a state choir competition.
Good.
And I believe that I believe that it was written in dialect, and it
Oh,
was like
yes.
it was called.
Yes.
It was like one of those shut the door kind of situations.
Oh no.
But it was like the something. I'm a gonna serve Lord till I die.
Oh, so it had
And
a
it was
little
four-
bit of.
yeah. I'm a gonna serve Lord. Till
Oh,
and it was
my!
It was 4 white dudes singing that at state
oh my
Missouri
God.
State choir competition.
I bet you Zach
And they
still has
got
that video.
a
I'm
one.
gonna hit him up on Facebook later.
I bet
see
he
if
probably
can send
does.
that to us.
He
No.
probably does.
You're asking about churches. I'll be Captain Marvel's parents again when she came down to the Baptist church Nick was singing at. That wasn't Second Baptist Church. No, was it?
No, it was.
What number is that on that Baptist church?
It was first. first.
A couple more we'll speed through. Red Panda, the unicyclist. The animal is obviously racist.
That's very true.
Okay, so they did that. Stan Musial, make it racist from Adam in the comments.
Wow.
We may have found it.
Did we just end this
I
segment?
just corrupt 101 401 error. I can't.
Wow.
Stan Musial is a guy that literally was at the forefront attempting to integrate baseball.
Yeah.
Like, so he really put his reputation out there to make sure that more blacks were involved in baseball. So and the man is an icon in the city of St. Louis. So if I want to continue to work here or even have a show here or else want to continue to have a company and actually thrive and survive here in St. Louis, Stan Musial is not racist as hell.
But I would say
That is racist as hell.
I don't know.
Stan Musial is one of the few like golden city kids from St. Ouis, but also from anywhere of like, this is our hometown guy.
Yes.
That you can't really be like, he fought in World War II instead of playing baseball. So
He was a man of great class and dignity, and every player that has had a story, black, white, about Stan Musial, it has been nothing but glowing. I cannot make Stan Musial racist as hell. That's not possible.
Travis?
Does not compute.
I would like to ask you to make something racist.
Uh-oh.
Tattoos.
Tattoos. Let me tell you. You know where you get tattoos? In prison. You know who disproportionately is in prison more than any other population? African Americans. The tattoos. You racist as hell. That is racist as hell.
yeah, that's good.
Nick, you got one before we go?
Oh boy, here we go.
I would say I
Big
don't.
Bird.
Yeah, any part. We'll get into this tomorrow. We got to have you coach up our new Sesame Street
Yeah,
employee.
congratulations.
We'll do
Thank
that
you,
tomorrow.
That's so
yeah.
amazing.
You gonna come back tomorrow?
I should be able to.
Okay.
See what happens. Yeah.
Let's do it.
By the
That's
way,
great.
if they do a prequel to Mad Men, you're absolutely playing Don Draper.
A young Don
at
Draper,
him.
a
Look
young
at him.
whatever his name
Look at
is,
John Hamm.
whatever his
Look at
actual
that.
name
Take
is.
that Ham. Ham wishes he was as hot as you.
I have been told at bars that I look like him.
You do.
Thank you.
A
I
sexy
appreciate
John
that.
Hamm.
We are going to take a quick break here on We Are Live. Nick Freed at Gary Dinklage online.
At Gary
Follow him.
Dinklage.
I posted the Onion video from a few years back that just has like, I don't know, 4 million views that Nick did.
If.
Check that out in the comments. And then you've done another one since then that was very funny.
Done a couple of them. Yeah, with the Onion.
Oh, and my mom wanted to give you a shout out because she saw you on the, what was the house TV show you did?
Oh yeah, Windy City Rehab.
Windy City Rehab. And she was like, did he really buy a house?
No, man.
So they pay actors to do these reality shows.
They don't pay actors
just
to do
did
the
it.
reality shows. Yeah, I was asked to do it because the actual buyers were like lawyers or something, and they didn't want to be on TV. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you subbed in.
Windy City Rehab. Yeah, and the woman that played my wife in that is in the same theater company that I am, and she's the one that got me to do it in the first place. Windy City Rehab has been. The city is not happy.
No, I saw a
with
story
Windy
in the
City
Chicago
Rehab.
Sun-Times where they did
Yeah.
a huge expose and how people are just like, get them out of here.
Yeah, they are.
Like, people are
not pleased.
hot about it.
Yeah.
And if there's any city you don't want to piss off, it's
Yeah.
the city of Chicago.
Especially when it comes to like municipal things.
Yes.
Like it's not
Yeah.
just. Yeah.
You have a city manager club your knee.
Yeah.
To get the collective of Chicago pissed at you, and considering how diverse Chicago is, you have really gone out of your way to tick people off.
And
So
how
congratulations
excited
on
they
your
are.
appearance.
Congrats, man. By the way, it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, it was
IMDb,
awesome.
take
It was
that.
great. There was a lot of me saying, "Wow,
Wow.
that looks great." No, I love that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Is she hot, though?
it was amazing. She's an attractive lady. Yeah.
Okay.
She's very mean, but she's cute.
Okay.
But she's mean.
Okay.
So we'll see Nick back in here tomorrow. We'll get some more of this going. We've got Amber Clear on the other side talking about her comedy show. Coming up, Travis Terrell, Chris Denman, Chris Gardner. Let's get Gardner some menthol on his body. Quick break. We'll be right back.